Yeah, great win against a really, really talented Washington team that is obviously young and they're trying to still find themselves. But boy, they're talented and they've got some good players and talented guys. But they're young and they're still trying to find themselves a little bit. But I've got great respect for their program. And obviously Isaiah Stewart is as good as advertised. He's a special player. Fans saw that tonight. I think our team saw that, and we expected it coming in. But until you see a kid in person. I shouldn't say kid. He's a young man. He looks like a grown man, but he's a terrific player. So I thought we played well, especially in the first half. I thought our decisive, one of the keys for us offensively tonight coming into this game was to make sound, decisive decisions against that zone. We did a really good job of that in the first half, and at times in the second half we got a little tentative against it and we got a little stagnant and didn't move as much. But overall, 22 assists, and you score 76 points, and you don't make a three in the second half. There's some things we can build on. But I told our team we got to feel good about where we are right now, but we certainly in no way can we feel satisfied. And we want to compete for a Pac-12 championship, and the only way you do that is to go and win games on the road, and we're going to have that opportunity ahead of us. So.
Going off what you said, no threes in the second half. Seems like that 1-3-1 kind of took away a lot of what you're doing in the first half. How did you guys adjust?
No, not so much. I just think we didn't make shots, and we got looks. I don't know how many we got in the second half. We were 0 for 8, so we got 8 looks. We just didn't make any, and so it's sometimes it's going to be like that, and that's why offensive rebounding is key. Getting the ball in the paint is key. But you've got to overcome sometimes that ball not going in, because sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It was in the first half. It didn't in the second half. But not letting that get you down and not letting it affect you on the other end of the floor, this team has made some strides in that area.
I know you talked defense and rebounding.
Yep.
When you look at this box score overall, it's
plus 9. I mean, they shot 41%, which was the Battle kid. That was disappointing in the first half. I mean, we knew he was a shooter. They started him, and we let him get up 8 threes in the first half. He can't get up 8 threes. You got to take those away from him. You got to make shooters drive. We knew that Stewart was going to get his. You can't. I mean, unless you double him or you zone those guys, which is not our style. You're not going to eliminate him. You just got to make him work for everything. I thought there was times we could have dug on him a little bit more. So there's areas we can still get better defensively. But overall, again, a great team effort. And I thought our guys really battled and competed on the backboard.
Coach, the last 10 minutes of the game were arguably the hardest fought between both teams. What does it take to close out that type of game?
You got to take care of the ball better than we did down the stretch, number one, and you got to have better offensive possessions than we had. So we got stagnant offensively, we got a little stale, but we never let that lead get cut into single digits too much. So that was based on our defense and our rebounding, and that's we dodged some bullets, but look, I thought Washington got tired. I loved the pace in the first half. I looked out there. I saw some guys for Washington huffing and puffing. I think altitude really helps, and we want to get that pace of the game going up and down, and they didn't make as many shots in the second half. We did a great job. I thought we put McKinley on battle in that second half. He kind of shut his water off, but I thought Evan battled down there and, got in some foul trouble. Dallas gave us great minutes off the bench. Lucas battled, gave us good minutes, and Tyler as well. So our front line, I thought, did a pretty darn good job on them.
You talk about your guards rebounding.
Yeah.
McKinley had 6 or 7.
Absolutely. And I saw guys going in there. I saw Dalen in there. I saw Eli in there. I saw Maddox in. So we were going after them. And that was another key, was be physical on our box outs. Because you get in a jumping contest with Washington, you're going to lose. At least the Buffaloes are. And maybe other people can beat them, but we can't. So you got to be physical with your box outs. And there were some grown men rebounding in there tonight, but we were in there battling, and that's what I like to see. I wish I'd seen that against Arizona and Tucson.
Coach, when the Pac-12 started, you had 5-7 at home. Here you are, 5-2. Maybe didn't play out the way you might have expected with the Oregon State game, but you're 5-2. How do you maybe keep this going with the the schedule turning on the road, especially beginning this
The
week.
only way you compete for championships is to figure out a way to win on the road. And we've proven that we can do that, but we have to do it. We have to do it consistently. You don't have to win every game, but, with that Oregon State home loss, our margin for error slips a little bit. And we got to make up for that with a couple of road wins, not just one. We got one against Arizona State that's split. We're gonna have to sweep somebody this season and maybe a couple of them to put ourselves in a position to compete for a championship. So, but you can't. I'm not going to think about 7-11 on the road. I'm thinking about what do we have to do to win the next game, and then just be focused on that, whether it's at home or on the road. And we've proven to be a good team away from home, and we're a pretty good team at home. The crowd tonight was fantastic. I mean, I was really pleased with the way the community turned out and our students turned out, and I think this team's gaining a little bit of momentum. We only have 4 home games left, so hopefully we can finish out like that.
How good does it feel to be 16-4, at least for the first
Yeah.
time here for you?
Sandy, we talked in the locker room. We should feel good about where we are right now, but in no way, shape, or form can we feel satisfied with where we are right now. And I think that's the key. And I talked about it after the Arizona game, coming back. Mid-January and February, if teams are improving, good things, those are the teams people are going to be talking about in March. The teams that plateau or start leaking oil, they're going to be the ones fading into oblivion. We don't want to be that team.
You feel you are better right now than you were before Christmas?
Absolutely. Yeah, this team is together. Our offense has made major strides since the first of the year and in 2020. Our defense is still pretty good, and sometimes it comes and goes. Turnovers continue to be an issue for this team. We showed those late. Got to be better. So there's still room for improvement, and that's what we have to focus ourselves on is not worrying about certainly UCLA's next game. What do we have to do to beat them? But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Colorado has to get better in different areas of the game. And if we will concentrate on that as a team and do that, good things are ahead. It's going to be a fun year.
Your zone offense has been particularly good in that stretch this January Oregon game and now tonight.
Yeah.
What's kind of gone right there? Because you guys ran one set just continuously over and over that you guys practiced a lot. It was really well run until later on.
Yeah, look, tonight was a game that we told our guys, plays are not going to win this game for us. Making plays is what's going to win this game for us. And again, that was the sound, decisive decisions I talked about. We made those. We made those sound, decisive decisions for the most part. Had some miscues. You always do. Look, Washington's long. They're athletic. They're going to get their hands on some balls. You're not going to go through with 0 turnovers. But I thought our zone offense, we put guys in positions to make plays, and then it's up to our players to make them, and they made them tonight. It wasn't about a play we ran, even though we had a play we ran 2 or 3 times in the second half. I got some good things out of, but they're going to adjust to that, So I thought our guys did a very good job offensively. 22 assists. That's a great number. Shane had 5 and one turnover. That's fantastic from Shane Gatling. We got great performances from him. I thought Deshaun was good. I thought Lucas was good. I thought Dallas off the bench was good. I thought Maddox keeps getting better and better. I mean, so the depth of this team and the strength of this team is, we can withstand foul trouble. Evan was in foul trouble tonight. We could withstand that, even against Isaiah Stewart. Tyler was out on Thursday, with a boo-boo. So we can withstand that. And so that's why the depth of this team is so critical and important.
Quick more, you talked about selfish rebounding after the last game. Smallest player on the floor tonight had 8 rebounds, game high.
Yeah.
Reaction to that?
Yeah, that's who McKinley is. That's who he was. I talked to McKinley about that, last week, is you've let that part of your game slip. And the thing that's beautiful about McKinley, right, and why I love him so much, is he looked me right in the eye and says, "You're right. I'm gonna fix that." And guess what? Went out and got 6 against Washington State. And he got 8 tonight. I mean, he's fixing it. He's a big time rebounder for a guy his size, and we want him to continue to do that.
You mentioned Maddox a little bit ago.
Yeah.
His threes have been going in the last
Yes.
several games, but he told me he's feeling a lot more comfortable defensively and kind of
Yep.
getting the hang of that.
Absolutely, yeah. And junior college players, Brian, it takes them, it takes them a good half year, sometimes maybe even longer, But he's coming from a different level, and whether it's high school or junior college, I mean, especially going to the Pac-12, and you're playing against teams like Kansas and Dayton in the preseason. I mean, there's gonna be an adjustment period for any freshman for sure, and certainly for even junior college players. Shane went through that last year. And, yeah, he's starting to feel more comfortable. He's another coachable kid that, is confident. The thing I love about Maddox is he can miss 10 shots. He's going to take that 11th one and expect it to go in, and it will, because he's got that belief in himself. And it's the other parts of his game, the defense, the taking care of the ball and all those sorts of things. That's where his improvement has come and needs to continue to come.
Last two games, Dallas Walton seems like he's
Yeah.
more sure on his feet. He's got his balance. Can you talk
Yeah.
about his progress?
Absolutely, yeah. Dallas, and we've seen it in practice, over the last 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, the confidence level and the balance, which is key for him. He's a weapon offensively for us. He gets the ball in the block. I mean, he can score the ball, and he's a weapon down there. We got to use him. So we did tonight, and he especially in that first half, he made some nice moves. Had made some nice moves in the second half too, but they just didn't go in. But he's got great touch. And we know that about Dallas. And I think that knee, I always say injuries aren't gone until they're gone here. And as long as that brace is on his knee, that injury's not gone. But it's going to be there the rest of the year, and I'm fine with that. But we just have to be patient with Dallas. And we talked about it at the beginning of the year. We continue it now. But you can just see him coming and coming and coming.
Coach, how much of an advantage is it to have as deep of a bench as you guys have? You guys outscored them 25-4 today.
It's awesome, and especially when you're at home at altitude and the game's going and you can sub, and they're a little bit reluctant to sub. I mean, the strength of this team, we said it before the season started, was our depth, and it plays out. Now, it won't play out every single night, but tonight it certainly did, and I thought it did against Washington State as well.
You may have addressed this earlier, I came a little bit late, but, I mean, to hold Tyler Bay out, err on the side of caution, I mean, it seemed to pay off tonight.
It speaks to the depth, and when you've got a guy like Lucas Seward who started a bunch of games as a junior, who can come in and be effective and have 16 and 10, and then you got a guy like Dallas Walton who can come in and be that third big, and then you got like Alex Strading who's your fourth big. It gives you as a coach ability to make those decisions and not even think twice about it. I didn't even think twice about holding Tyler. And not because Tyler couldn't play, but he didn't practice on Tuesday, and he was very, very limited on Wednesday. He practiced maybe 2% of the practice. Look, man, if you can't practice, you can't play. And that's I'm not mad at Tyler. It's just like, hey, man, take the night off, get that thing right, be ready for Saturday, and he did.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.
All right.